sing. Are you ready?
3, 2, 1. Are you ready? This is the Morning Kickoff Footy Podcast. Your hosts are Maguire, Sorin. Hang on. Has anyone seen the shovel to dig up Gazza? We need air fresheners too. He proper humdings. Sorry, yes, Gazza will be here, and the living legend that is truly wonderful, famous, best-selling author, actor, and podcast host, Deano. Have a good episode, lads. I'll see you at the outro. Is that Gary I can smell?
Hello everyone, we are back. I am Sorin and you are listening to the Morning Kickoff Podcast. With me, I've got Deano, Maguire, and the one and only, right from the grave, Gazza.
Here's what's coming up in the show, folks.
That's why Sorin was asking you every 5 minutes, because he was having a shocker.
Yeah, and you got paid, you fat so you're supposed to tell us. It's not like you've done it for free. You're supposed to do your job, which obviously
Can we not throw a in? I've got to cut all that out now.
Weirdly, the Urban Dictionary describes the Munter Hunter as Dean pulls loads of ugly girls. He is a Munter Hunter.
I wasn't earning my time.
Gillingham 2.
Is that it?
No, can't read my fucking writing.
Oh, fuck me.
Jesus fuck, what does that say? Who played Harrogate?
Oh, hello, my lovely little friends. So we are back now. What have you been up to? What
We are
have you
back.
doing?
We are back on the podcast. Ollie, how are you doing?
Yeah, I'm good. I had a little break, but I'm glad to be back.
Gaza, how's your dad?
Yeah, he's all good now. Got the pacemaker in and, yeah, doing really, really well. It's been a bit of a pain being stuck in the ground for the last few months, I'm not going to lie.
Well, I don't know. It's been pissing it down non-stop for the last 4 months. I think you're in the best place, mate. Sorry.
Still looking for a donkey.
Still looking for a donkey. Never mind. And at Christmas, if ever you was going to get a donkey, it was going to be at Christmas. There's even a nativity song.
I may have found a giraffe though.
Little
We'll talk about
you
that later.
can't go from a donkey to a giraffe when you've not even had a donkey.
Well, you never know. I have to go.
It's like going from a mini to a fucking Bugatti. It just, you don't, it's not even a thing, sorry. Not even a thing.
I think you've missed it, mate. We've had a leap year as well, so I think you've missed out on all quarters there.
Wah. That's really good.
Yeah, all right then, Gazza. We are 4 hosts. It's no longer a thing about one person hosting this. The MKO show, Morning Kickoff show, is a show about 4 people, 4 lads who talk about football. In case you've never listened to it before, go back and listen to episode 10. Fantastic. You've got Sorin, we've got Gazza, we've got Ollie, and you've got myself, Dean. And we talk about the football that goes on in the English leagues. And people from abroad listen to us. People in England listen to us. We go in the charts. We're not a bad podcast, to be honest. And we've changed things. We're going into episodes 11 to 21. And you'll notice now there's going to be a slight change in the way that everything's been done. Sorin might be the host for the day, or Gazza might be the host from his coffin, or Ollie might be taking it over in his dull, droning voice. As a referee, in a referee's capacity, he is the Mike Dean of Morning Kickoff. We'll get Ollie's perspective on things like that. Now, guys, who's got the shout-outs?
Yeah.
I've got a few.
Sorin, go for it.
So, first of all, shout out to Ross. He used to play for my favorite team at the moment. But I'm not going to spoil that yet. But he's playing for the Hawks at the moment. Shout out to him. Shout out to my beautiful partner, Ruxandra, who listens to the podcast. And she's looking for more. She's also happy to
Looking for more. Well, from you or from the fucking podcast?
From everyone.
What do you mean for more? Looking for more. What does that mean?
out for more. That's right.
The fuck does that even mean?
It's a Bulgarian saying.
This is a
You
good
wouldn't
thing
know.
or a bad thing being back. Right, anyway, guess keep going, Sorin.
Yep, shout out to my brother Valentine in Romania. He's been listening to the podcast as well. And shout outs to the boy at football.
You say brother, I think of boils. That's all I think of. I just think of boils. Anyway, carry on.
And shout out to the footy boys. That's about it.
Gazza, let's follow on from there, please.
Well, talking of Boyles, I want a big shout out to Mr. James Boyles from work, big Gooner fan as well, a bit of banter on the phone every day. So yeah, big shout out to James. Also to a good friend of mine, Alan Hall, who's been down to see the Hawks play a couple of times with myself. So yeah, big shout out to Alan. And the last one, James Brady down in sunny Plymouth. Big shout out to you, James.
Right, so my shout outs are Ronnie Fox, who's in Spain. I've got a podcast coming up with him on Tearaway Podcast very soon. Hammers supporter. Shout out to Ronnie Fox. Martin Hancock played Spider in Coronation Street. Hammers supporter. Got a podcast coming up with him. Tearaway Podcast at the end of March. And then I've got Darren Page and Lenny in America. Little Lenny loves the show. And he's going to be on the artwork of the show because his dad has sponsored this episode. Next up, I've got Rico Ellis Hall. He's a part-time ref, one of Oliver's gang in Grimsby. Stevie Morris, Crystal Palace supporter, also lived in Balham. Quite a lot of us lived in Balham, and Stevie Morris was one. Stevie Pexman, Man United supporter. Sam Nana Glendinning. Don't know what she supports. She supports herself, I guess. John Noble, my pal. He had a cardiac arrest in the new year. Came through it all. Technically, he was dead for 6 minutes and got revived and living his best life. Sam Williams, my son, he's coming to the Sutton game, which we'll get onto later. Neil Peters, 100 days, no alcohol, 100 days, no shave. Doing well. Me and Neil and Gazza and many others are all not drinking alcohol. Started to be 30 days, 60 days, going into 90 days. So that's my shout outs. Now, the big one. Ollie has got a list, and I know this is why I got my shout outs in first. Ollie, let's get your shout outs.
Well, listen, look, I get asked for shout outs all the time on here, all the time. Loads of people shout me out. And I thought about it. I thought I could shout out my missus. She always asks me. She listens. I've got her family asking me for a shout out. But do you know what? There's only one special guy that gets a shout out on my list, and he's a super fan of the Morning Kickoff.
Super fan. We've got a super fan. Come on.
Super fan. So here's the big shout out for me this week. It's the one and only Christopher Carter.
Oh, come on, Chris. Super fan, Chris. Super fan, Chris. I have got one on social media that's just come in, actually. Stevie Pexman and the Grimsby boys going to the Reef to watch Cheltenham on Tuesday morning. I've been invited to this, to hire a house, 3 days, 4 days, however long it is, the meeting at Cheltenham. They stay there. It's like, they've got a life of fucking luxury for 4 or 5 days. It's amazing what they do. Anyway, the Grimsby boys going to Cheltenham from the MKO show. I hope you're all listening on the coach going down there, boys. Mr. Pexman, hope you're getting this on so everyone can listen. Let's go on to the socials. Olivier, as you are in charge of the socials.
Yep, we want to pick up some followers on the socials. So if you aren't following us already, we have got Twitter, which is the MKO Show UK. We're on TikTok, which is the MKO Show. We are on Insta, which is also at the mkoshow.uk, and give us a follow, and you'll start to see loads of our new content that we're posting across social media.
Talk to us, engage to us, ask us questions,
or just take the piss.
Yeah,
as well.
The important thing about the socials is, as Ollie said, want to engage more with people, and especially if you're in different parts of the world. Hit us up on the socials, and we'll give you a mention.
Man, I love your soccer show. We gotta hold it there, the guys, and get this fucking awful advert out the way. Back soon.
Do you have a fleet of diesel vehicles in the south of England? Do you always have downtime with vehicles lost in workshops? Call Williams Diesels, your one-stop shop for on-site repairs. Williams Diesels, voted London's best fleet mobile repairer for London 2024. Services, repairs, MOTs, safety inspections, brakes and clutches, all done on site. We are mobile to keep you mobile. Do you replace windscreens due to chips or cracks? We repair chips and cracks for our customers, reducing the need for a replacement and saving you money. Call now to find out how we can save you time and, more importantly, money. Call 0753 7171 606 or visit us at williamsdiesels.com. Williams Diesels. We are mobile to keep you mobile.
Are you ready for your host? Here he is.
Supporting Grimsby Town FC, Northern and Proud, Prosecco drinking, pizza making and flying in from Italy. Here is Deano.
This is probably the best station in the world.
That's right.
Who fancies doing a quiz? You've got to identify the football team. Okay? Now I'm going to give you the first clue. I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to decide. If you know the answer, write it down on clue 1, and you get it wrong, then you sit it out. All right? If you go down to 5, then you're just losers.
Can you name this football club with only 5 clues? You're going to have 5 clues, and your goal is to guess the football club in the least number of clues. Here is your first clue. This club has spent its time in the top 3 tiers of English football, and mostly being in the 2nd tier. This is clue number 2. This club has won more Champions League titles than it has league titles. Next up is your third clue. This club was the last English side to win the Champions League in back-to-back seasons. Here is your fourth clue. This club's stadium is only 300 yards away from its city rival stadium, the closest in England. Finally, here is your fifth clue. This club's current stadium is the City Ground. There are all 5 of your clues. Can you guess the football club? And let me know how many clues it
Guys,
took.
Yeah, I got that.
Gazza, you was on question clue 3.
I think I got it on 5.
5.
Right at the end.
He said Grimsby.
No, I didn't.
Sorry, he said Grimsby.
No, I didn't.
You've got, show me your phone, you've got Grimsby.
I had Leeds and United.
Am I right?
You had fucking Grimsby and Man United on there.
I
Am I
didn't.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Notts Forest.
But I got that on the 5th, if I'm being honest.
That's
So
Notts Forest.
carry
Got it
on.
on the 3rd.
City Ground, and I knew.
Exactly. There's a lot of arguments about that because it could have been Liverpool, and then they're saying the version of the cup that Notts Forest won wasn't the Champions
But
League.
the first clue said they'd been in the 2nd tier.
Yeah.
When they mentioned Champions League, I was on Liverpool, and by the time I mentioned City,
I went Liverpool straight away, so.
Yeah, I thought Liverpool
then-
and Everton are close-ish.
Yes, that's why I went Liverpool.
Yeah.
But I've listened to this and then I went, oh yeah, fucking City Ground, Forest. Sorry. I don't know if anyone saw this.
1-0 to Gary.
1-0 to Gazza.
He still wouldn't get it right if you played that again next week.
Should we do it again for Sorin? Fuck off. Islington and Camden footy semi-final. The team refused to play another team because they were called the Munter Hunters. Did any of you see or read that?
No, I didn't see. What happened? What happened?
So basically, it was a semi-final football match that was happening, but the team from Camden, when they found out the team they were playing in the semi-final was called the Munter Hunters, they refused to play the semi-final because of the misogynistic values that the team had got and all the rest of it. And they said, right, have your semi-final, no contest, we're not playing. And it was never played, and they went through to the final.
I can see you thinking, Sorin. What are you thinking?
He's thinking, I want a donkey and a Munter Hunter.
First of all, I didn't know what a Munter Hunter was, and second of all, I think that's just stupid. In the end, you're not doing anything to help the women's football team. If you wanted to show to stand up for women,
That's a Munter.
oh, that looks beautiful.
That's something you'd fucking go out with in
Oh hell yeah,
Bulgaria.
It's alive.
It's breathing.
Yeah.
That's about
That's more
it.
than I can say about most of the women I've shagged.
If no one's listening to it, listen to the Tearaway Podcast Christmas special. It goes.
Boils and boils.
Oh mate, it goes off the fucking rails very quick, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Weirdly, the Urban Dictionary describes the Munter Hunter as Dean pulls loads of ugly girls. He is a Munter Hunter.
I wasn't earning my time. Listen, every hole's a goal.
Yeah. As I was saying, I just think that if they really wanted to help women's football or stand up for women's football, they would have showed up on the pitch and they would have had some kind of messages on their t-shirts or whatever. And second of all, they would have beaten the Munter Hunters. That would have proved that they're bad, they're not a team that can be taken seriously, and their opinion don't matter, in my opinion.
So the headline was toxic culture row over Sunday League football as team refuses to play Munter Hunters FC. FA told it must take action. Camden and Islington United said Football League organisers did not have measures in place to ensure they were being supported after boycotting a semi-final clash in Wembley on Sunday. CANDY, which is an acronym of Camden and Islington United, which is community owned and has 3 men's and women's teams, had criticised a series of posts on social media by their opponents, Munter Hunters FC. A Munter Hunter is defined online as slang for one who on a regular basis pursues particularly unattractive females or munters with the sole objective of getting passionate with them. This sounds like Sorin right up your street. To boost their own self-esteem. The FA said they are investigating, but the club says stricter codes of conduct need to be put in place to help its affiliated league organisers act swiftly and decisively in circumstances where offensive, misogynistic and discriminatory behaviour is displayed in person and or online.
I have to say this. They are being racist towards the Munters. What about them? Who's standing up for them? That's what the boys were doing.
Should we get Munter? I think there's actually a thing online where you can get Munter Hunter t-shirts now. They're jumping on the bandwagon big time.
I think they just need to get a grip, play the game. Just get on with it.
Yeah.
Listen, everyone's got values. They felt that they couldn't play it because of the misogynistic values of Munter Hunters, which, you know, obviously 10 years ago, 20 years ago would have been all right, I dare say, loosely. Nowadays, can you really?
Came running up to me on a pitch saying he called me a Munter Hunter. I tell you to go away. Get on with the game. Pathetic. Move on.
And that's coming from Mike Dean.
That's the
Oily Maguire.
The MKO show. Mike Dean giving his opinion.
Exactly. Going straight from the horse's mouth.
Go away. Get on with it.
He's lying. He refereed an 11-a-side game for us last week. And he was complaining and crying as soon as someone would come to talk to him. He wouldn't even tell us how many minutes were left. He said, I'm only talking to the captain.
Ollie, you can't not tell the team how long's left.
No, because in Sunday League, it's so annoying because everyone asks you every 10 seconds how long is left. So you're just constantly repeating yourself trying to focus.
But you're the ref. That's your job. You're the timekeeper.
Not to like every player on the pitch needs to know how long is left. The captain can ask how long's left.
So you're saying just the captain only, not the left.
The managers can ask, the captain can ask, I don't mind. But when it's every single player asking how long's left,
Can't you just say 10?
Well, why does it matter?
8. I'll have a bit of fun and go 42.
All right, let me ask it. Why does it matter? Why does it matter how long is left?
Because you might have cramp. No, you might have cramp and you might want to come off. Or you might be going, give us 5, but there's only 3 left.
Or they might want to bring a sub on. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the manager decides. You as the left
Yeah, but as a player, you want to know how long you've got left in it. You might be having a shortcut going, fuck, I want to get off this pitch. I've scored 3 own goals in a match and my manager played me the whole game. I was dying to get off. 3 own goals.
That's why Sorin was asking you every 5 minutes because he's having a shocker.
Yeah, and you got paid, you fat cunt. So you're supposed to tell us. It's not like you've done it for free. You're supposed to do your job, which obviously
Can we not throw a cunt in? I've got to cut all that out now. Oh, that's not even the right fucking one.
Leave it in.
There you go. Fucking what? No. Fucking hell. When Sorin sees a donkey.
Or a munter.
Yeah. That's inside Sorin's brain.
A munter donkey.
Oh, now you're talking to me.
That's that fucking photo I showed you. Anyway, that was just something that caught my mind, caught my eye, and I felt that we needed to talk about it, which I fucking never bothered.
Hold it there, Deano. Quick fucking jingle, and then it's on to Soccer League 2. Results, fixtures, and touchdowns. No?
You're listening to Gazza, Sorin, Oily Maguire, and Deano on the Morning Kickoff Footy Podcast. How they keep getting into the Apple UK podcast charts is beyond me. What does offside even mean?
League 2 results, fixtures, news, and views with Deano. Or it could be Dean ranting about how Grimsby lost. Over to you, Dean.
Div 2. So the results, Gazza.
League 2, Wimbledon 1, MK Dons 0. Crew 2, Morecambe 3. Grimsby 1, Forest Green 0. Newport 0, Mansfield 1. Salford 0, Gillingham 2.
Is that it?
No, can't read my fucking writing.
Oh, fuck me.
Jesus fuck, what does that say? Who played Harrogate?
Harrogate?
The fuck does that say?
Swindon Town.
Ah, thank you.
Well done, Ollie.
Swindon 1, Harrogate 1. Tranmere 1, Sutton 0. Walsall 3, Doncaster 1. Wrexham 4, Accrington Stanley 0.
Very good. Grimsby played Forest Green at 1-1-0. We haven't been on for a long time, so just a quick recap. David Artell took over Grimsby. It's been nothing short of shit. I don't really need to say anything. We've shipped in something like 30 fucking goals. It's been fucking shit, dreadful, terrible to watch week in, week out. The last couple of weeks just went from bad to worse. And then we had a 1-0 win against Forest Green, and we played Wimbledon last night, which is Tuesday night, and we drew 0-0. Should have won, should have had a penalty. Referee had a shocker. It is what it is. But yeah, onwards and upwards, and we are playing Sutton on Saturday. Ooh. Now the league tables on Div 2.
Okay. Mansfield are top with 66 points. Stockport sitting second, 63. Wrexham, who I would like to win it actually, 63. Crew, 61 points, and in fifth, MK Dons with 61. So pretty tight at the top of the table. Bottom 5 are Doncaster are 20th with 40 points, Grimsby 21st with 34 points, Colchester 22nd with 32 points, Forest Green Rovers 23rd with 27 points, and Sutton United bottom of the table 24th with 26 points.
Very good, very nice.
Yeah, looking at the top of that league, I mean, Mansfield have put a big of a run together now, gone top.
Yeah, Fox, Stockport right over.
With Grimsby, right, you're playing them this weekend. You've just beaten Forest Green Rovers, who are second from bottom. So you should pull away a little bit from those two.
Sutton beat Grimsby at Grimsby. I'm not expecting anything out of this
Bottom
game.
of the table suck.
They beat Grimsby at Grimsby. They beat Grimsby at Grimsby. There's fuck all you can say about this. But anyway.
How many points clear do you go of them if you 34th, rather 37? So...
No, we're in a whole world of shit. Honestly, we're in a whole world of shit. 1 point was only 3 points off being relegated.
I think you could be safe. If you beat them...
Sutton has got 2 games ahead. Forest Green Rovers have got 1 ahead.
Who are Colchester playing?
So does Doncaster.
Gary?
No, Grimsby have got 2 games on Sutton and 1 game on Forest and equal with Colchester. So it's still... We've got 34 points versus 27 points of Forest Green. And you've still got, 7 games to go? 46. So you've got 11 games to go. 11 games to go, anything could happen. And the way Grimsby are playing right now is shocking. I do keep telling David Artell to do fucking 4-4-2, but he's not having none of it. He wants to play out from the back, 3 at the back, which apparently now we've got a settled 3 at the back. We're going to continue to play out at the back. And our goalkeeper now comes out. Fucking goalkeeper who stays on the line. I've not seen that for years. Stayed on his line. Free kicks, corners, whatever it was, stayed on his line. Shipped so many fucking goals. Now, the last 2 games, comes out, shuts down the angle. Completely changes it. A young lad in goal, but fuck me, been frustrating to watch.
Yeah, it's looking close at the bottom. It's looking close at the top. I say Mansfield have had a bit of a run together. Wrexham had a bit of a dip, but they've just come back. Obviously beating Accrington 4-0 and Super Paul Mullen getting a hat-trick. So yeah, hopefully they'll be bouncing back up.
I'd like to see Wrexham do it again. Yeah. To come up and then do it again and go up and go up again. That'd be amazing.
I think they've got the team at the moment to do it, hopefully.
I've got 10 grand on Wrexham, so I need them to fucking be in the top 2. Right, Gazza, have you got the fixtures?
No.
Not me neither.
I've got them.
Are we doing the fixtures for today or the fixtures for tomorrow?
Or Saturday?
For Saturday, sorry.
Saturday, there's none today, are they?
Okay, well let the audience know what you are doing.
Okay, so
in Division 2?
now we'll have a look at the Div 2 fixtures. Starting Saturday at 3 o'clock, it's Notts County against AFC Wimbledon. Then we've got Accrington Stanley against Bradford City on the Saturday at 3 o'clock. Harrogate Town against Crawley Town, 3 o'clock on Saturday. Mansfield against Swindon, both towns, 3 o'clock on Saturday. MK Dons versus Salford City, 3 o'clock on Saturday. Barrow versus Colchester, 3 o'clock on Saturday. Doncaster versus Crewe Alexandra, surprise, 3 o'clock on Saturday. Forest Green versus Walsall, 3 o'clock on Saturday. Gillingham versus Tranmere, 3 o'clock on Saturday. Sutton versus Grimsby, let's go use, 3 o'clock on Saturday.
Are you off your fucking head? Why are you going to say let's go use?
Because that's them.
I'll fucking punch him in it. Come on.
Morecambe versus Wrexham, 3 o'clock on Saturday. And Stockport versus Newport County, 3 o'clock on Saturday.
Well done. Well done, Sorin.
On Saturday.
Just to let you know, Sorin, that City have scored 2 in the first 9 minutes against Copenhagen.
Ooh.
I'll tell you what, Bet365, we've been winning fortunes on. They keep doing this thing where they go Foden or Haaland, 0.5 shots on goal. Fucking mental. Maximum Amalad's put on his 40 quid, but every time we've won on Man City. Mental. It's just like giving fucking free money away. Mental. Anyway, that's Bet365.
You're listening to the Morning Kickoff podcast. Find us all on the socials. Insta at MKO Show UK, TikTok MKO Show, Twitter MKO Show UK, or text the show on 0753 717 1722. Start your text with MKO.
This is the moment you've all been waiting for. Stay tuned.
Sorin is up next. Fuck knows what he will say, so strap in. Sorin, tell the fucking listeners who you support this week.
This week I've got none other than the boys in chocolate and amber, the U's, Sutton United, who are gonna fucking destroy Grimsby on Saturday at 3 o'clock. And I'm gonna be there to witness it. And I'm gonna be there to get punched by Deano. But it's all going to be worth it.
This is going to be a bit mad. We are, the podcast show minus Oily Maguire, we are at Sutton United ground for the match on Saturday. We're there at 12 o'clock in the hospitality, kindly provided by Max at Sutton United. Expecting nothing. Low expectations on this.
I think Sorin's just waiting for the food.
Oh yeah, that's why I'm going. They've promised me food, a lot of food. And obviously to see Grimsby get fucking destroyed. But that's another story.
Honestly. Right, come on then. What do we know about Sutton United?
Right, so I've researched the far and wide internet and I found a few interesting bits about them. Especially something nice at the end, which ties into my Romanian lore, we could say, a bit. So first of all, I found out that they were formed on the 5th of March 1898 when 2 teams from Sutton, mainly Sutton Guild Rovers FC and Sutton Association FC, agreed to merge during a meeting at the Robin Hood Hotel. I imagine there must have been a lot of hookers and coke, but we can neither confirm it nor deny it.
Why are you alluding to hookers and coke?
Why wouldn't I?
He'll be on about pirates next.
Right, come on then.
Right, so in the beginning, they were a junior team in the junior leagues and they started gaining reputation. And they also played in the Clapham League. And in 1910, all of a sudden, they just decided to become a senior football team. They joined the Southern Suburban League and they won it on their first attempt, which is bloody brilliant. So during this period, the team moved between several grounds, including what was then known as the Sutton Adult School Ground, which sounds like a dogging place, if I was to guess. Obviously, after the First World War, they moved into Gander Green Lane, which has the capacity of 5,013 people. The main stand can hold 765. Everyone else can stand the fuck up, lady fucks. Some times passed and they were promoted to the Isthmian League and they proceeded to win it.
Isthmian, wasn't it? Isthmian League.
Isthmian League, yeah.
Isthmian, no?
Isthmian.
Isthmian.
How are you saying it?
Isthmian.
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 I-S-H-T.
Huh?
I-S-H-T. Ish.
Isthmian.
Ish.
Anyway, carry on.
Crack on.
Later on, they were promoted to the Isthmian League, and they proceeded to win it in 1967, and then again in 85, in 99, and 2011. They also managed to win the Surrey Senior Cup 15 times, only second to Dulwich Hamlets, who managed to win it 16 times. They also hold an unbroken record, managing to win the Surrey Senior Cup for 6 consecutive years between 1983 and 1988.
Can I just mention something on that?
Go on then.
I actually played against them in that competition and we knocked them out one year.
What year was that?
Sorry. Probably about 89.
1880 what? Fucking 18 what?
1989, 1990, something like that.
Probably. Well, obviously didn't break their 6 consecutive win streak, did you?
No.
They're good. I think the most memorable moment in the club's history was their FA Cup run in 88-89 season, where they managed to beat Walton and Hersham, Dagenham, Aylesbury United, and then the First Division Coventry City in a 2-1 game with goals from Tony Raines and Matthew Hanlon. 8,000 people attended that, 3,000 more than what the stadium could actually hold. Can you fucking imagine?
So where did the others go? Where did 3,000 go that weren't allowed in?
I imagine they were fucking...
Was it all standing then?
Probably.
80.
Because it was like 100,000 at Grimsby and Wolves, I think. 80 odd thousand for Grimsby and Wolves.
Cram you in.
Yeah.
Probably. After that, they lost 8-0 to First Division Norwich City, but the result against Coventry was still incredible, given the difference in the tier of each football team that was playing in. So it was 5 divisions difference.
Yeah,
so
that's the beauty of the FA Cup nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
Why you get them on BBC and ITV, you get these lower league teams that
Well, we had Maidstone, didn't we, this season, beating Ipswich.
In 86, they joined the Conference League, although they were offered promotion in 85 as well, but they refused because there were some issues with their ground, with the stadium. Finally, before that. When the FA created the Conference South League, Sutton were selected as a founding member due to their high finish in the Isthmian/Ishmian League. And finally, after 123 years, they managed to win promotion to the English Football League with a game to spare after beating Hartlepool United 3-0. And just as a little wrap-up, I just wanted to add that their fucking mascot is named Jenny the Giraffe. So what's the fucking point of that? And also, there is another club in Gambia, which is also called Sutton United FC. From my point of view, I just think the Gambians fucking bribed them with a giraffe or something. That's how they ended up having a giraffe as a mascot, and the Gambians got the chance to call it Sutton United as well. So, as I was saying, because I'm Romanian, I usually love donkeys. What's the difference between a donkey and a giraffe, really?
About
None.
12 feet.
None. They've
about
both
12 feet from entry point.
They've both got
There's no way you're going to
legs,
do a fucking giraffe after a donkey, is there?
4 legs and holes. All good to me.
Very well done.
Have they ever been higher than the League 2?
No. Non-league up till 3 years ago, was it?
Yeah.
Did you say that?
Something like that.
Yeah.
Non-league up to about 3 years ago, so they've done really well. Well done, Sorin. I like that.
Gazza, you're up next. Time to shine. Have you shit yourself, Gazza? What's that fucking smell? Div 1 soccer results. Jeez.
Bolton 2, Cambridge 0. Carlisle 1, Reading 3. Cheltenham 0, Burton 0. Derby 3, Port Vale 0. Fleetwood 4, Wigan 2. Orient 0, Bristol Rovers 1. Lincoln 0, Stevenage 0. Northampton 1, Charlton 1. Peterborough 2, Exeter 1. Portsmouth 2, Oxford 1. Shrewsbury 0, Blackpool 2. Wickham 2, Barnsley 4.
Lovely. Olivier, fixtures, please.
League 1 fixtures for Saturday 9th of March. Barnsley versus Lincoln City. Blackpool versus Portsmouth. Bristol Rovers versus Derby County. Burton Albion versus Peterborough. Cambridge United versus Northampton Town. Charlton Athletic versus Carlisle United. Exeter City versus Bolton Wanderers. Oxford United versus Cheltenham Town. Port Vale versus Shrewsbury Town. Reading versus Wickham. Stevenage versus Fleetwood Town. Wigan Athletic versus Leyton Orient.
Very good, very good. League standing, Sorin.
On the first place in League One, we've got Portsmouth. Let's go Pompey with 76 points. Second is Bolton with 70 points. Third is Derby County with 69. Fourth is Barnsley with 67. And fifth is Peterborough with 65. And then the last 5 are Shrewsbury with 38 points on the 20th. On the 21st, we've got Cheltenham with 34. 22nd, we've got Port Vale with 32 points. 23rd, we've got Fleetwood with 31 points. And 24th, dead last, Carlisle with 23 points.
You're listening to the Morning Kickoff podcast. Find us all on the socials. Insta at MKO Show UK, TikTok MKO Show, Twitter MKO Show UK, or text the show on 0753 717 1722. Start your text with MKO.
Championship results. On the Friday night, it was West Brom 2, Coventry 1. On the Saturday, Bristol City 0, Cardiff 1, Huddersfield 1, Leeds 1, Birmingham 3, Southampton 4, Leicester 1, QPR 2, Millwall 1, Watford 0, Norwich 1, Sunderland 0, Plymouth 0, Ipswich 2, Preston 0, Hull 0, Rotherham 0, Sheffield Wednesday 1, Stoke 2, Middlesbrough 0, Swansea 2, Blackburn 1.
Olivier, fixtures.
So Friday night, the 8th of March, you've got Sheffield Wednesday versus Leeds United. And then over to Saturday, you have got Cardiff City versus Ipswich Town, Blackburn Rovers versus Plymouth Argyle, Hull City versus Leicester City, Millwall versus Birmingham City, Norwich City versus Rotherham United, Preston North End versus Stoke City, QPR versus Middlesbrough, Southampton versus Sunderland, and Watford versus Coventry City.
In first place, we've got Leicester with 81 points, which I think they're gonna go back to Premier League. I think they're doing quite good. Ipswich is second with 78 points. I haven't seen much of them in Premier League as far as I've been watching it, so it'll be interesting to get a new team in there. But as Deano was saying earlier, he doesn't think they're playing very well, so there's a chance that we might have another Notts County in our hands if they do go up. Third, we've got Leeds with 76 points. Fourth, it's Southampton with 70. And fifth is West Brom with 60 points. Massive difference between fourth and fifth.
62 on West Brom.
That's according to this.
Are they playing tonight by any chance?
League live tables. They are playing.
Live league tables.
We're not doing live, are we?
Live.
We have got live league tables going on.
Live.
So are we doing it live then?
Live. Part of live, didn't you understand?
Live. Right.
Well, it's not finished yet, Sorin, so technically that might not be right.
That's still right.
Okay.
We can do a recap of the weekend's fixtures after this.
Maybe. Right, then on the 20th, we've got Birmingham with 39 points. 21, we've got Huds with 38 points. On the 22nd, Stoke with 38 points. 23rd, Sheffield Wednesday with 38 points. And 24th, Rotherham with 19. Massive gap between Sheffield Wednesday and Rotherham as well.
Huge. Well done there, Sorina. Well done. So Tuesday the 5th, Gazza is now going to do the midweek results.
League 2, we had Wimbledon 0, Grimsby 0. Barrow 2, Gillingham 0. Bradford 1, Doncaster 1. Mansfield 1, MK Dons 2. Morecambe 1, Crawley 0. In League 1, Barnsley 2, Bolton 2. Cheltenham 1, Charlton 3. Peterborough 5, Northampton 1. In the Championship, Blackburn 1, Millwall 1. Coventry 5, Rotherham 0. Hull 1, Birmingham 1. Leeds 1, Stoke 0. Sheffield Wednesday 1, Plymouth 0. Sunderland 0, Leicester 1. Ipswich 3, Bristol City 2.
March.
So if you do the current scores up till 9 p.m. on the 6th of March, that'd be great.
Yep. So you've got Cardiff versus Huddersfield Town. Cardiff currently 1-0 up. Middlesbrough versus Norwich City. Current score, Middlesbrough 2-1 up. Southampton and Preston North End has been postponed.
Yeah, fire over the stadium.
Okay.
Right next to the stadium.
Okay. Watford versus Swansea City. Swansea City are 1-0 up away.
Brian James.
QPR versus West Brom. West Brom are 2-1 up away. And it is currently half time in that game.
Daryl Kirby in Bushy a QPR supporter. Brian James, a Watford supporter, also in Bushy.
Next up on MKO, the man, the myth, the fucking dull and droning legend in his own mind. Annoying cunt, oily Maguire.
You know what? I think I want more. Right now.
I want more.
That is so good.
Do you like that?
I love that.
Come on then, do your VAR.
This is the very annoying report. Okay, so I was going to talk about the blue card, but I don't know if we all know.
It's been rescinded.
Yeah.
Good.
Do we know why?
Well, everyone was just kicking off saying it's ruined football and they're trying to ruin the game and blah, which actually led me into my very annoying report. So, I thought it'd be interesting. Do you actually know? Sorry, do you know this? Who are I.F.A.B? Do you know who they are?
In I.F.A.B,
Yeah.
International
Football Association of Football Association Bureau.
They are the.
Do you know who they
I
are?
do know.
Oh, he's going all there. And he's like, they are.
They're the International Football Association Board.
Right, I was pretty close.
So what does the I.F.A.B do?
I.F.A.B are the rulers of football. They make up all the rules.
Do they?
Yep. They will decide whether we have blue cards, when we brought in red and yellow cards.
So what? How does that transfer to UEFA and
FIFA?
FIFA.
Well, that's in my report.
Bearing in mind,
It's my
this
report.
was an English game, born and bred in England. It's now being ruled by people out of this country.
It's all in my report, Deano. So I was going to circle back to where the IFA actually came from. I.F.A.B came from. So right back in the 1800s, football was based on rugby, basically. And there were universities like Cambridge University. They were playing games where they were calling it football or rugby. It didn't really have a name. And the game of football they were playing, you could do something called hacking, which is basically where you could run with the ball in your hands and boot someone in the shins.
Isn't that Gaelic football?
That's what.
Isn't that
does
what
it.
they still do now in Gaelic football?
Well, you got Australian football. Which
Yeah,
sort of
Australian
stemmed
rules, Aussie
from
rules.
That. So anyway, so you had all these universities all playing these different rules, and most of it was based out of England, Scotland, Wales, the home nations, basically. So then a club that was the oldest club in the world. Do you know which one that is?
Arsenal.
No. They are still around to this day.
Northampton.
Grimsby.
Wrexham.
No.
Sheffield Football Club was the first and oldest, and still recognised to this day, the oldest football club in the world.
Is it Sheffield?
But not Sheffield United or Sheffield
No,
Wednesday.
no.
Just Sheffield Football Club. So they decided at some stage, we don't want to go by what the colleges and the universities say, we're going to do our own rules. And they started playing the game of football to kind of how we know it is today, with various different changes that they've done over the years. The FA came along and they said, we can't have everyone playing all sorts of different games of football. We need one game, one rule. And they decided to create I.F.A.B. And that was in 1858, so years and years ago. So the FA implemented I.F.A.B. I.F.A.B came up with all these rules, and then FIFA decided that they wanted to come in and set themselves up as the FIFA, what are they called? FIFA, what's a massive company called these days? Corporation. Yeah. So the FIFA Corporation created, and that was in 1904 in Paris, and that was because French football teams, Spanish football teams, Italian football teams all wanted to get involved with football, and wanted to play one set of rules, basically. So FIFA came along and said, right, we are now declaring football as the rules that are set out by I.F.A.B, and everyone that wants to play football under FIFA's logo and the corporation of FIFA will play it to I.F.A.B's rules.
So where is I.F.A.B based?
I.F.A.B was actually set up by the FA. So the FA came first, then I.F.A.B, and the FA decided in the UK and the home nations that they would play under I.F.A.B rules.
Got it.
So the interesting thing was everyone was kicking off about the blue card. Football had changed. Why are they trying to change the game? Everyone was getting really pissed off, and then basically it found its way back to FIFA. FIFA got back involved, got back in touch with I.F.A.B. So round about 1958, I.F.A.B didn't actually have to listen to what FIFA said. They could just say, well, these are the rules. If you don't like it, FIFA, stuff you.
Yeah.
But FIFA just started to get so bigger and bigger and bigger, and obviously football started to spread across the world, that FIFA basically became bigger than I.F.A.B and the FA, and then became kind of the overlords of football.
UEFA?
UEFA was separate to that. That was further down the line. FIFA decided that they had to have someone on the board at I.F.A.B so that no rules could be changed without FIFA having their say so. And that's where we are today. That's it.
I like that. I think that's a good, solid performance there by Oily Maguire.
This is the Morning Kickoff Footy Podcast. It's like the Premier League. It's not for everyone. If you want to mention, shout out, or to tell us where in the world you are listening from, text the show on 0753 717 1722.
The main event, the Premier Soccer League, the home of touchdowns in the end zone. Over to you, boys. Do your best.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say about Arsenal? They are superb at the moment, the in-form team in the Premier League, and they are showing it week in, week out. 5 goals they've scored away in the last 3 games, 5 or more goals, which has never been done in the Premier League before. Outstanding, every player. And I love the new chant as well that they're singing.
Don't worry
it's like,
about a thing. That's what Chelsea was singing at Crystal Palace when it all went beat Tong. The referee's equipment.
This one's like how many players have scored, the whole effing team.
Even Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz scored the other night against Sheffield United.
Yeah, and also I love the stadiums are just emptying as well. The last 3 games, just all the away fans, all the team that we're playing, because we've already banged in like 4 goals past them. Just floods of people leaving. The one against Newcastle was brilliant, where they did the helicopter shot on Sky, just the stadium just emptying out with black and white shirts.
Oh, was it West Ham?
West Ham was another one.
West Ham, leaving it before half time.
Yeah. That was funny.
Who did they play?
Yeah.
Was it Arsenal?
I think it was Arsenal.
Was it Arsenal?
Yeah.
Oh,
This
mate.
is the last...
3-0, 4-0.
So you had West Ham leave the stadium, Newcastle leave the stadium the week after, and then Sheffield United just gone, also left the stadium as well. So we're making fans leave the stadiums.
I think that's what's going to happen with you when you're going to play City at the end of this month. I think your fans are going to leave at half time.
I don't think Arsenal will have anything in the locker for Man City. I think Man City will wipe the floor with them.
At the moment, as an Arsenal fan, I am very happy and looking forward to the City game.
Were you sitting in the league? Oh, we'll do that in a minute anyway. Gazza, Spurs.
Yep, Spurs beat the Palace 3-1 at the weekend. Timo Werner got his first goal for Tottenham after joining us from January, and that's their 38th consecutive game that we've actually scored a goal in, which is a record. Quite happy with that. Got the big one this weekend against Villa, so 4th versus 5th. So that's going to be a good game at Villa. I was just reading earlier that going to put their season tickets up by 6% for next season, which is going to bring in another 2.4 million. Fucking disgraceful.
Man City, Man United.
Well, to be honest, I wasn't expecting City to win because United were defending quite well, but obviously left back, they're struggling a bit. Centre backs, they're not very good. I'm talking about United over here. Obviously, City were dictating the game and they were pushing and pushing and pushing, but
went 1-0 down.
Yeah. Obviously 1-0 down, but obviously when they are 1-0 down, you don't expect it to stay that way for long. But at one point, I was really concerned. I think it was 60th something minutes, and I was sitting in bed, and I was like, they're not going to be able to do this. I was beginning to doubt them, and I was thinking maybe Liverpool are actually going to take the title this year. I don't think Arsenal have it in them. But then Phil Foden again, like he is something else at the moment. Like you wouldn't expect it from him. Obviously, De Bruyne is back, but he wasn't like spectacular in that game. Phil Foden, and it's just so simple. I feel like it would be quite simple for them to, if they followed him a bit more, they probably could have avoided those goals. But he just goes and does it. And obviously, Haaland managed to bag one at the end. I'm looking at the upcoming fixtures. Obviously, we've got City versus Liverpool on Sunday. And although I thought Liverpool were going to run away with it, they've got so many injuries at the moment. So I think City is going to comfortably go through them.
And Liverpool played tomorrow night as well, don't they? I know you're playing tonight. They're playing.
Oh yeah,
tomorrow.
yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, they are. Yeah, we are playing tonight. I think it was 3-1. Yeah, it is 3-1 against Copenhagen at the moment.
Well, who?
Copenhagen.
Who?
Copenhagen.
It's Copenhagen.
The fuck is Copenhagen?
That's how you say it. If you
Not in this room, you don't. It's Copenhagen.
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 Thank you.
Fair enough.
Mike Dean here has fucking said it what it is. It's Copenhagen.
Yeah.
Fucking Haven.
Yellow card.
Copenhagen.
Yeah, blue card.
Yellow
Well,
card.
I thought I
Fuck off,
pronounced
sorry.
it
Blue
properly.
card. Sorin, you got a shot for 10 minutes. Blue card.
Up the
And I'm
hall.
fucking mute.
But yeah, I think they're definitely going to destroy Liverpool, and then they've got Newcastle and Arsenal. Again, I don't think as good as Arsenal are at the moment. I don't think they're going to be able to go for City. Maybe some lucky counter attacks, but in terms of possession and everything else, look at City. They've just got it. They're always up there. They're always pushing.
I think City are the favourites. I think United, back to the United Man City game, I think United sat back just constantly.
Yeah.
You just can't do that for 90 minutes. And you hear it all the time on TV. You can't defend for that long. And I think Man City had so many shots, and their XG was like 3-4. So yeah, they absolutely were going to come back, I think, at some point. But that said, Rashford's goal was pretty
sensational.
Yeah, he was.
But also Foden.
Yeah.
Foden is unbelievable, and they keep saying about him, where does he fit in the England squad? Whose position does he take? I mean, we go back to round around the houses with Gareth Southgate, but is Foden the best English player, maybe apart from Jude Bellingham?
Well, at the moment, I think he is definitely in form, and if he continues this form, it would be tragedy not to include him in the Euros squad.
They're saying you build a team around a player like Foden. I would agree. I think that's good enough.
Premier League results, please.
Brentford 2, Chelsea 2, Everton 1, West Ham 3, Fulham 3, Brighton 0, Newcastle 3, Wolves 0, Nottingham Forest 0, Liverpool 1, Tottenham 3, Crystal Palace 1, Luton 2, Aston Villa 3, Burnley 0, Bournemouth 2, Manchester City 3, Manchester United 0, and Sheffield United 0, Arsenal 6.
Wow. Can we have the league table, Olivier?
Yep. Currently, Liverpool sit in top spot at the height of the Premier League with 63 points.
That's going to be another 90 points in it season.
It's got to be, yeah. It's going
96
that way.
points.
It's going that way, yeah. The next one down, Man City sitting second, 62 points. Arsenal in third with 61. Fourth place, Aston Villa. This is going to be interesting who gets fourth spot, because I think that is the next big one, is who's getting in there at the moment. Villa have 55 points, and behind them Tottenham 50 points with a game in hand. Down the bottom.
Who's at the bottom?
Down the bottom, we've got Brentford in 15th, Everton in 16th, 17th, Nottingham Forest, Luton 18th, Burnley 19th, and rock bottom Sheffield United after their awful.
So Brentford are in the bottom 5?
Brentford are 15th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I did 6. They're bottom 6.
Ah, right, okay.
Yeah. So, but Brentford aren't far off. I mean, bottom 2 look like they're definitely going down. Sheffield United, Burnley, the way Sheffield United played on the weekend. If anyone else spanks them like that.
Brentford are a team that I'll never have in an acca. Brentford, Millwall, just you never know what team's going to show up. They can do so much damage to Man City, Liverpool, Chelsea.
I like Luton. I think Luton, the way I watch them play, and Ross Barkley's come out of his shell once again.
Ross Barkley's always been a great player. Look at him at Everton. He was too
underappreciated.
He was underappreciated at Chelsea, but there's so many people above Ross Barkley. But when he played for Chelsea, he was phenomenal. Yeah. But he was just one of those odd signings, like Steven Gerrard going from Liverpool to Chelsea. He was just one of them odd signings that just wouldn't have fitted. You know, I think that's why Gerrard pulled out in the end. But
it's nice for him to have another crack at it, because he's not even. How old is he? 28?
29. He was at was it Nice he went to from Chelsea? There was about 6 of them from England. Yeah. I think Peter Schmeichel's son went over there.
Yeah.
From Leicester. Kasper Schmeichel.
Yeah,
that was weird. I didn't even know I'd left Leicester. Next thing, they've fucking been demoted and he's in France.
Nottingham Forest, I don't really know. I don't watch much of their games, but are they going to hang on? Possibly. They're 4 points off the bottom 3. So Everton's 16th with 25 points and the reduction reduced on their point tally. So you're all right.
And that's something else as well. The points deduction that's going to happen with Notts Forest and Everton.
Yeah,
that's yet to be decided. Yeah, I thought everyone was being told what the.
Well, Everton's one that we just saw where they got reduced.
10.
Yeah, now
reduced to
reduced
6
down. But then there's this next case again as well, which could lead to.
But I thought the whole point of them getting the hearings was that they were going to be told immediately for this season that it was going to be bang. That's it. You're going to get this this taken off you now.
Still ongoing at the moment.
Madness. And you've got Chelsea and Man City to follow as well. Man City with 115 offences, but that is over 10 years, and that's why the investigation's taken so long. Right, you guys want to listen to us when we give our predictions, because we are always so smack bang on. So if you've got 10 quid spare, stick it on what we say, because we always get it right, especially me.
This is not financial advice.
This is not financial advice. We are experts in this field.
Okay,
right.
so whiz through them. We're going to say what the score's going to be.
Right.
Score,
Start with the Premier League fixtures, and we will give what we think will be the result.
Okay, Manchester United, Everton.
That is going to be 4-1 to Manchester United.
I think that's going to be 2-1 to Everton.
What?
Yeah.
Gazza?
2-0 United.
I'm going to go 2-1 United.
Okay.
Fuck me, you lot are miles off. Go on, next one.
Next one is Bournemouth, Sheffield United.
That's a shitty fixture. When you get into Killer and you've got that as your fixture this week, it's shit. And you've only got 3 teams left.
Let Sorin go first.
I think it's going to be 3-1 Bournemouth.
2-0 Bournemouth.
I think Sheffield United have got to do something after that 6-0 loss. I'm going 2-2.
I often think when a team gets whacked, like West Ham got whacked and Brighton got whacked, they've always come back stronger. But I don't know if Sheffield United have got it in them. I know they've re-employed their previous manager, but I just don't think they've got the fucking tools to do it. No. I think it's going to be Bournemouth, who are bad, but 1-0 Bournemouth.
Okay. Next one, Crystal Palace, Luton Town. Sorry.
Another one, Crystal Palace new manager. Obviously, Woy taken to hospital and got a new manager now.
They've got a manager.
Who?
Palace.
That's what I said. Got a new manager now.
I said they have got no
Glasner. No, they bought him in.
Glasner.
Yeah. And he's already set his stall out. They went 1-0 up at the weekend, didn't they?
Yeah, they looked all right.
Yeah.
They look pretty good.
Yeah, what are we going for on that one, boys?
Sorin?
I am hoping, and I'm praying for Luton, and I'm going to hope it's going to be 1-0 for Luton, although I think that's impossible. I'm hoping.
No, I don't think it is. Townsend and
it's
ex-Chelsea player.
At home.
And ex-Palace.
Who?
Townsend?
No, I'm talking about the other one. Townsend, yeah, but who's Chelsea ex-player?
Barkley.
Ross Barkley. I think the way that he dictates Luton, I wouldn't bet against Luton, and although I feel Crystal Palace should have the men to do this.
They've got the home advantage as well, Palace.
Yeah, I'm going to go Palace on this one, 1-0.
I agree with Deano. I think Luton have got that fight that Sheffield United won, but they just don't have it in them. But Luton definitely do. But I think Palace are just that bit
just
better.
eclipses
just
it for me.
A bit better. And,
yeah.
And I think I'm going 1-0 Palace.
I'm going to go goals. 3-2 Palace.
Goals.
Next one, Wolves, Fulham.
Fulham playing really well. Wolves also equally playing really well. 2-2 draw.
3-1 for Wolves.
Are you looking at something? Looking up?
Yeah, I'm looking at. No. I'm looking at the fixtures.
No. I thought you was looking up stats.
No.
I'm going to go 2-1 Wolves.
I'm going to go Fulham 2-1 away.
Okay.
And Arsenal, Brentford. I'll go first on this one. We will not get another 5 goals, but I'm going to say 3-0 Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal, I think.
Gazza.
I'm going to go 2-1 Arsenal.
I'm going to go Brentford 1-0.
At home. Arsenal at home.
Yeah.
Imagine.
Off the back of all the...
Yeah. I said to you Sheffield United 1-0, so don't worry about that.
Who's going to score for Brentford?
Ivan Toney.
Of course he is.
He told me it's 1-0.
Absolute.
I already know the result, mate. There's no fucking... Don't tell... Listen, Ivan Toney told me it's 1-0 next week.
Of course you did. I've never heard such nonsense in my life. Next one.
You don't sell houses, but that's your job.
Yeah.
You speak nonsense all the fucking time.
Yeah, I've never heard such nonsense as Brentford are going to beat Arsenal at home.
Joel sends his love anyway. Come on.
Good. Next one, Aston Villa Tottenham. Ugh.
Whoa. That's a shit game. Aston Villa 2-0.
2-0. Ollie?
I think Tottenham are in good form. I'm going 2-1 Tottenham away.
Well, I think it's going to be 1-0. 1-0.
Next one.
2-2 for me. I think. I just said
2-2. Next one, Brighton, Nottingham Forest.
Ooh. Deserby.
Not in form.
I want to go 2-0 to Brighton.
Yeah, I'm with Gazza on that. 2-0 Brighton.
3-0 Brighton.
I'm going 3-2 Brighton.
Sorry, what was yours, Dean?
2-0. Brighton.
Oily?
3-2 Brighton.
Sorin?
3-0.
3-0?
Yeah, Brighton.
3-0 Brighton?
Yeah. 3-0. 3-0.
Oh, 3-0. We said
3-0.
Sorry.
Next one, West Ham versus Burnley. West Ham, for me, 2-0.
Burnley are going to pop a result there. 1-0.
4-1 for West Ham.
And the biggie.
2-1. West Ham.
The last one to end the weekend, Liverpool Man City. A massive game for the Premier League.
2-2. 2-2. 2-2.
4-2 for Man City. I think they're going to destroy them.
2-1 City.
I'm going to go my heart 1-1.
He's hoping, he's praying.
If you've got 30 grand, stick it on what we're saying.
All of them.
All of them.
This is not financial advice.
Yeah. And you're bound to get something out of it somewhere. Right, we are finished now. This is it. We're going to wrap it up. What
about Chelsea and Newcastle? That's going to be Monday.
Monday night football. Forgot about that.
Monday night football. But we'll be doing the podcast as well.
And the Monday night football, Chelsea versus Newcastle.
Chelsea 2-1.
2-1 Chelsea. Yeah, agree.
And we'll be on air at the time of doing it. Because I've got a flight to Italy next morning.
2-2 me.
I'm going the other way. Newcastle 2, Chelsea 1.
Right, that wraps it up. We are going to be at the Sutton game on Saturday. Sutton versus Grimsby in the hospitality.
Oh, yeah.
I'll take some microphones with me and we can do some podcasting while we're there as well. It'll be fun. So yeah, if you see us there, you won't know who we are. You might know who I am because I'm famous, best-selling author, actor, and all-round great bloke. You might see Fat Sorin over there. You might see a fucking funeral cortege outside. That'll be Gazza turning up for the game.
Or you might see Sorin hanging out of a donkey.
Yeah. Namely a munter in fucking...
What about a donkey hanging out of me?
Sutton. Jesus Christ, yes. If you're ugly, stay in. Because more than likely you'll get penetrated by Sorin. Right, that's it, lads. Let's all say goodbye to everybody. It's been a great podcast as always. We hope you see you next week. And that's it from us.
Cheers, guys. Thank you.
Cheers.
Thank you for tuning in.
This fucking episode was sponsored by Lenny and Darren Page. Thank you for listening. Outrow woman, come on.
Oh, fuck me, you called me off duty. Well, that went quicker than I expected. All that talk of football, I nearly fell asleep. Anyway, if that's what you like, if this is your bag, if you can cope with the droning noise of Oily Maguire, then tune in next time for more of the same old bollocks. Leave a review, subscribe, share, and tell your friends. Thank you for listening.
Probably quite happy.
So who's yawning then?
Me, sorry.
Fucking hell, guys, you can't yawn on a fucking podcast.
Dying.
He was looking at me as well. He was like, fucking Sorin.
Doesn't someone support Man City?
Yeah, I do.
Oh, it's you, innit?
And Chelsea.
And Real Madrid.
In Real Madrid.
And Sutton. Yeah.
And Sutton.
And now the team that Gary's got you into.
Middlesbrough, Hutton,
Hawks.
No.
Havant,
Hawks.
the Hawks. Yeah.
Hawks.
That's what I know. I don't know Havant.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We've all gone away and tried to get something together.
Meg! Shut up!
Fucking hell.
Dog. Honestly, she's only got 6 months left, but if she died tomorrow, I wouldn't fucking care.
Fucking hell.
Do you want a dog?
Huh?
Start with a dog and then you can get yourself a donkey.
No, because
Take Meg.
No, because the RSPCA look at dogs a bit dodgy. They're like, oh, if you fuck with
Mate, take it to Korea. You can eat the cunt. Fuck it and eat it. It's legal.
In Korea?
Yes,
China,
mate.
no,
Take
China,
Meg.
China.
Take it to fucking Shawan or wherever you want to take it. Fuck off with my dog. Do what you need to do. We'll get you a donkey when you come back.
She could jingle these bells.
Oh, no. She'll love doing this.
Oh, I bet she would.
Stop fucking sexualising it. You can't. Look, can we all just club together and get him a fucking donkey? It's like telling someone to go and have a wank and sort themselves out.
I want a
innit?
giraffe now. No more donkeys. I want to fucking
Go big or go home.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Sorin likes a bit of bushy.
He loves a bit of bushy. Can't get enough of the old bushy.
Trust me, I love it. I
Like a
sticking my
fucking
tongue
silverback
into
gorilla
it.
with a slash down its back. He likes it. Proper fucking hairy.
Gets me really hard. I could fucking destroy a wall with that. Knock. Who's there?
Fucking
Sorry.
Neanderthal you are, Sorin. Fucking Neanderthal.
Meg!
Fuck's sake.
Fucking dog. Jeez.
Don't put that in the podcast. You'll
I
get
can't
cancelled.
hear it.
Fucking RSPCA is
I
going
could
to
hear
come
it as
in.
I was talking.
Yeah,
Did you hear it, Gazza?
Yeah.
Sounds like a lion.
Fucking
A
hell.
lion sleeping.
Lion sleeps tonight.
Sorin, let's do it. Who are you supporting this week, brother?
This week I've got.
Hang on. Fucking hell.
This is the Morning Kickoff podcast.
You're not on fucking BBC One. You're not on fucking BBC.
Trying to jazz it up.
Coming up. Well, just like.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Morning Kickoff. We are back. I am joined tonight, or even this morning, because I got that completely fucking wrong. Shall I start again?
Don't say morning because it can
Yeah.
be.
Well, it's called the Morning Kickoff. That's why I thought.
We are the morning kickoff.
Might be out in midnight.
Yeah.
So don't say good morning or goodie. Just say, well, yeah, okay, all right.
Welcome to morning kickoff. My name's Gazza.
Hello, everyone. This is Sorin, and I am your host at the morning.
You're not a host.
Yeah, I am.
Just go straight into. This is morning kickoff. My name's Sorin. With me is Gazza, Ollie, and Deano. But do your own little take on it.
Morning, everyone. This is the Morning Kickoff podcast.
No morning. Don't make it morning.
Okay, good evening or just hello?
The joke is it's the morning kickoff because it's supposed to be a Saturday show, but it never has been. Here's what's coming up in the show.
Here's what's coming up in the show.
No, you've just got to say that.
Here's what's coming. What? Just want me to say that?
Yeah.
Here's what's coming up in the show.
And again.
Here's what's coming up in the show.
And here's what's coming up in the show.
And here's what's coming up in the show.
Without that high bit at the end.
And here's what's coming up in the show.
Here's what's coming up with the show.
And here's what's coming up in the show.
Oh.
Right,
I'm already using you for one anyway.
You stole my thunder.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Again. Go again.
And here's what's coming up in the show.
That's
Do
flat.
the
If I put that after we've chatted.
more.
You want me to do a bigger and?
Yeah, you got and here's what's coming up in the show, folks.
And here's what's coming up in the show, folks.
That's better.
That's good.
That's better.
Well done.
Like that.
And
Hello, beautiful gentlemen. We are back. So, how are you all doing? What have you done during our little break? What have you been up to?
That sounds shit.
Yeah.
Hello, my little friend. I got him some sweeties in Bulgaria.
Hello, my little friends. How are you doing?
And I take it up in
Do
the
it.
ass.
Do it. If that's what you want to do, do it. Fucking Interpol. After the Christmas podcast, fucking hell. If I was that girl's father, I'd be fucking shooting you.
Gary said, am I going to fall asleep now that we're talking about Thief 2? And I said, no, this is the perfect time because I'm going to talk about my thing in a minute.
Yeah.
Is none of this in order then?
Yeah.
Well,
Make sure you keep that. Make sure you keep that.
There is an order. We're on to Div 2.
Div 2.
We're on to Jingle.
Jingle, Div 2. You've missed out the Joey Barton.
No, Joey Barton's going into the main. The main is at the end. Don't start giving it fucking large because you got mates round. What? Fucking come here and say that, you cunt. I didn't say anything. He's in. Gazza.
Yeah, Gary's the one.
Not me. Why have you got a fucking dog with you as well?
Tony, fuck off.
No, it was Sorin. You know what Gazza and Sorin are like together? Just tell me to say things. I didn't even want to say it, babe. You know, I'm like, I just not want to say it.
Come along, so does he.
Yeah. All right.
Fucking hell.
Fuck off now.